Hiya, this is a video tutorial to help you get started learning the theme from the Pastoral Symphony by Beethoven. I'm looking at the arrangement in this book, Piano Time Classics by Pauline Hall, and we're on page 3. It's the very first piece in the book. So how this video is going to work is this. I'm going to play the piece to you hands together, complete with dynamics and articulation to show you how it should be played, and meanwhile you can follow the music along as I'm playing. Then the second part of the video will be me breaking it down hands separately and into small sections to help you get started learning. First of all, here is the piece as it should be played. Here we go. Okay, so let's start with the right hand. For the purposes of this video, this is my middle C here, and we're going to be starting with the right third finger on the A above middle C. This is your hand position for the first phrase, but just be aware that there will be some future hand position changes coming up very soon. Right then, so we start with an A, and then we go F, C, A, F. Okay, so that's the first phrase. Then we have to jump down to the middle C with your thumb. And then, so this is the second phrase. We're going straight onto the F, but with the second finger. Then A with the third. Then C with the fifth. And then A again. And then a B flat with the fourth finger. Okay, now heads up, any B that you come across in this piece is going to be a B flat because there's a flat in the key signature. On to the third phrase then, so this is the last note of line 1, G, B flat, G, C, A, F. Now we're going to change hand position again. I want you to crunch up your hand quite small so that your right little finger ends up on the A. So we're going to carry on with the fourth phrase now, A, G, D, E, C, C again, and then an F. Okay, on to the next phrase, so on to the third line. This next phrase is exactly the same as the very first phrase. So we're going to go back to the A with the third finger, then F, C, A, F. Okay, now we're jumping down to the middle C. This next phrase is also the same as the second phrase on the first line. So C with the thumb, then F, A, C, A, B flat. Now on to the next phrase. I'm just skim reading this, and yes, this is indeed the same as the third phrase. And looking ahead again, the last phrase is the same as the fourth phrase. So actually, you've done all of this already, which is great stuff. Okay, so last note of line 3, G with the second finger, then B flat, G, C, A, F. Now here's that position change where you have to crunch up your right hand so your little finger appears onto the A there. Then G, D, E, C, C, F. Okay. On with the left hand then. So the left hand starts quite low. We're going to have an F and a C, and this is an octave below middle C. So there's my middle C. There's the C below, which my thumb will go onto, and then my pinky goes on to the F below. So we're going to hold this first chord for 3, 6, 9, 12 beats because we've got four dotted minims all tied together. So we're going to hold that down, okay, for your 3, 6, 9, 12 beats. And then we jump up an octave to do the same, but for 6 beats this time. Okay, and then we're going to change hand position for the third chord of that first line. So we're just going to shift down so that the thumb ends up on the B flat, little finger on the D. That's going to be for 6 beats. Then we change chords again. Now we're on to the second line, E and C. And then we've got F and C. Now try and get your third finger onto the F because it's going to help you reach the D in the next bar. All the meanwhile, you've got to hold that C on with your thumb because it's tied. Okay, then we're going to jump down to the B flat. I'm going to go for my 5th finger there, so my 4th finger will go onto the C, and then my 1st and 2nd fingers are available for the F and the A at the end of the line. Okay, now I'm pretty sure that the next 2 lines are exactly the same as what you've just done because they were for the right hand as well. So I'll just skim read through and talk you through as well. So we've got that, so this chord is different, but I think the rest of it will be the same. So this chord here, start of line 3, we've got F, A and C, okay, and that's going to be held for 12 beats. Now we've got the chord of just F and C, and then we've got D and B flat. Now we're going on to the last line, E and C, and then F and C. Hold that C with a thumb whilst you release the F to play the D. And then we've got a B flat, go for your 5th finger, C, and then F and A. Okay, so that's a little breakdown of the notes and the hand position changes. In terms of dynamics, this piece is very much in 2 halves. The first half is going to be quiet, the second half is going to be moderately loud. Right at the end of each half, you have this little diminuendo symbol. So just that just means to get quieter towards the end of that line. And the other thing to talk about is the articulation. So that means how you play the notes in terms of smooth or detached. It is smooth all the way through. We can talk about phrasing in the sense that we have these phrase markings across essentially every set of 4 bars, and at the end of each phrase, see if you can detach the notes a little bit to create a little bit of a break at the end of each phrase. Okay, so that's it. Let me know how you get on. Good luck.